Hey guys, welcome here and welcome to another video. The last video we tried a shorter intro, we're gonna try it slightly longer this time again, so that I can go through the deck. Because turns out this deck is more complicated than the previous one, so it makes sense to spend more time on this, but I digress. This is Leo Lurker, and Leo Lurker is basically Portal Loop if you have heard of that. It is a combo deck that aims to burn your opponent to death using Lurker's effect repeatedly, and we're gonna be doing that by not only removing the back row that your opponent previously set, we're also going to be forcing them to have back row using Jointech Leo to keep resetting their back row and repeating that over and over again. Now, we don't have infinite Jointech Leos, but we do have infinite ways of shuffling our card bank to our deck. We have Pot of Avarice and Start Excavation to add back Pot of Avarice, and we also have Jamais Vu to shuffle those back into the deck. And we also have the Progress Portal to shuffle cards back into the deck as well. So you can see where we're doing this. We're going to be redoing this over and over again. We're going to be shuffling back our key pieces and going to be shuffling them back, drawing back into them, and just repeating that over and over again. Now, Jointech Leo has an important part of the effect. Not only does it reset the back row, it also adds a high level Earth Machine back to your hand. We're going to be adding Jointech Rex to our hand, and it technically doesn't matter which one. I like Jointech Rex because if for some reason you have to end your combo, you can use it to shuffle 3 cards back into your deck, which can be very important as well. If you're in a situation where you've lost too many of key pieces, this can be very important. But technically any Earth Machine can do here, just as long as it's level 7, because you want to be discarding it off of the Shield of Sun Treasures more often than not. Or being an Earth Machine is also important for the Jointech Dig Up. You can use that to discard the Jointech Rex. You generally won't be discarding Jointech Leo unless your hand is really bad or something. Or ideally, you'd want to also discard the Jointech Raptor, which is why you're playing in the deck, just have more Earth Machines to use Jointech Dig Up more effectively. Now we are on 3 nobody Scat here. You might want to cut down on it, especially if you're playing against like Lurker type decks and maybe you want some other types of cards that are faster to activate, like spells, which is why we have cards like Ghost Cyclone and Cat-trois Choice in our side deck to do that in those Lurker matchups. But generally, in most matchups, Nobody Scat will be very strong and will be one of the key consistency pieces you can have access to. Now, to wrap up the packages to the side, we are on the Femtron package with Attron and Peacock Picotron, one of the best ways of digging through it quickly. And we also have a 1 down because I have a bunch of stones in the deck as well. And finally, we have the Legend Magician package. We aren't on Legend Strike. You can absolutely try that as a way of playing through certain times of Dark Row, but I think it's just not necessary. I think just having the Legend Magicians as more ways of finding your Femtron to set up your Tron package faster is important as well. It's also here because we can add back the Cyber Attack Alligator. Now this is a legend monster of choice, you can choose a lot of things here. I chose the Cyber Attack Alligator because it's a 2500 meter, and that can be important in certain situations where you need to beat over certain threat on board. Otherwise you'd have to commit something like a Jointech Rex, and that's not really good if, for example, you're playing against Wonder Fusion where they can take advantage of you having a level 5 higher on board and just send gears you out of the game. Instead of doing that, you can have the level 5 ones on board so that they can't send against you and automatically kill you, and while allowing you to still have a beater on board to let you deal with some threats. You can also choose a lower level normal legend as well. You can choose like Luster Dragon or Mystical Elf just to have more tribute for them, but I think that's not really necessary, and that's why I like the utility that comes from being able to add a 2500 meters to your hand. We also have the Millennium Shield in the side deck as an alternative option. Some decks just find it harder to ult in 3k defenders. It's just kind of funny. Although one key thing about this deck is that you don't have much side deck space, so we were scrambling to find things you want to side in here. We do have the Floodgate package of Vanity and Barrier Statue, and also the Raiza if you're going second against like maximum decks or whatnot. We do also have the Mega Jointech Fortrex right piece. This is for additional great hit and also has an Earth Machine. In testing, this wasn't that great, but I didn't really have much outside one to put into this fight deck as well. You can choose like World Working, but it cuts into your consistency, so it's not really that great. And you start to see problems here. You do need a lot of consistency to make sure this deck gets off to the bases. So like, you don't really have much space to play around with, but there is some space, which is why we still have some cards on the side deck. But not gonna delve on that much longer. It's a lot easier for me to show you how this deck works in the gameplay, so we'll be moving on to that right now. Okay, let's see if we can get it over here. Going for the... Oh, that's a very good one. Starting with... Oh, okay. Starting with Femtron early is obviously very good. And also starting with the Peacock to cycle it immediately is very strong here. Get the draw to a no-2, see what we know. Okay, sure. I'll go with the ship here. Unfortunately, we didn't know a spell if we did go to my effect, but here we'll just ship off the Lurker here to draw cards here to also get the level 7 grave for Nana. We'll go with the Raptor here. We don't know what our opponent is playing, but I think I just want a graveyard setup anyway, so I'll just do that no 2 and then use the Nana to draw 2 more. Ooh, that's not a good mill. Okay. Go Nana effect. That's a disastrous mill. That's one of the worst mills I could have here. Unfortunately, still do not have another spell, or maybe we'll mill it off with Peacock here. I mean, despite the fact that we milled the Gaia for them, we're still digging through a lot for that, which I'm pretty happy about. No the spell, okay. Do I want to shuffle that in? I don't really think I do, because that's in there for Potter. So I think I'll go Raptor again. They already have the Gaia here. I don't think I can really mill anything that really makes this anymore. I know that Strike, that's pretty good, and another Gaia, okay, whatever. Oh, we are already halfway through our deck. I think I'm fine. They might have Harvey here, which I can't play around, but Harvey's going to always be pretty bad for this deck anyway. Arguably shouldn't have done the Raptors, but I think graveyard setup and just deck sending is better for me in my opinion for right now. That's the Harvey. Yeah, that's the disadvantage of Raptor in this format, or in general really, just like pre-graveyard setup when you put it's not good. We do lose the Lurker here, which is not great. That was the price, that was the risk that we took to do this. But if we don't have anything to follow up, because especially if they're playing Red Gaia, then we should be fine, although that Secret Order is pretty good here though. That's a lot of damage. But depending on our next hand, it might not matter even. Although losing 2 Lurkers early is kind of annoying. Although one of them is at the bottom of the deck because of the Nana. So it's not that bad, but we'll see. Ideally we join another Lurker at some point. Or if you join the Alligator, that's pretty good actually. Not great. Yeah, okay, I think this is a turn where I want to go into the Jointech Leo to give them the ship back, I suppose. Yeah. And I want to do this so that I can shuffle back some of my cards here. I want to keep this Femtron in rotation just in case they have graveyard hit or some kind, so that even if my board dies, I'll still have the Femtron in rotation for later. Oh, that's not good. That just flips it down though, which is annoying, but could be worth, I think. We can afford to set the Porter because it's going to add back the Avarice, so we won't lose our ways of shuffling or decking. There's the Harvey here. Okay. That'll pop our Rex, which is fine because we have the Scat here. That's a gnarly 1-2 punch though. Wait. Okay, they're gonna choose to keep their ship here, which makes sense. They're in the lead, they don't need to rush into anything. They're fine. Yep. Okay, we lose that, and then we can fire off this Scat to even see what we can find off the top. That can go, that can go. I don't really want to dig up also, so I'll just send that as well. Okay. Start with this ship here to send the Rex and I got 2. Dig up Attron, we'll use the Attron to draw another. Into Jamais Vu here. Okay, so I guess now we'll go with the Stone Excavation. We'll send Scat Thief, and I don't want this Dig Up for now. We'll add the Avarice back. And I think I would rather go Jamais Vu now, because it gives me a higher chance of finding the Lurker that I need to start my combo. So we'll do that. Put back the Stone Axe and one of the ships here and then draw one. Okay, there we go, we found it. Now I will Legend Magician first to maybe Dex in, so that we can have less cards in deck for us to draw something better off the Pot of Avarice later on. This also adds back the Alligator in case we need to Stone Axe that into the grave. And hopefully it doesn't have another intercepting. Okay, good. We can go unimpeded here. So that blows that up, and then we'll go the pot here and see what we can get. I want to put back the Jamais Vu here for sure. I want to put back one of the porters. I want to put back the Leo, and do I have another Leo in here? I don't. Oh, no, I do. So that automatically goes back, and I want the Jamais Vu as well. Okay, hopefully you find some of those. Okay, that's fine. Go for the Jointech Leo here, we'll give them back, it doesn't matter, whatever first comes up here is the strike, okay. Attack the Rex and we're just gonna immediately discard that off the ship. Okay, found the Jamais Vu, that's good enough for me. Overload the last unknown back row and should be able to play unimpeded here once that happens. Okay, melt the Stone Axe is not fantastic, but we're gonna just shuffle it back anyway. Drag the ship and the Stone Axe, and then draw one. Fantastic, excellent draw here. Go for the Jointech Leo, we'll give them back the Scat Thief. And we'll discard the Rex and the Alligator for the Pot of Avarice. Once I use Lurker, just blow something else, so I'll put a ship up, I guess. Nah, in case, I guess. In case somehow miss the loop, I don't think I really should here at this point. Actually, no, we'll discard the... yeah, we'll discard the Scat Thief here. This is just in case we draw the ship in the deck that we can use that to discard the Jointech Rex. There should be one more job over here, yep. And what else do I want here? Not a lot of good ones, so I'll go for the Attron. Draw two, okay. Attron, draw one. Fantastic ship here. Then the Rex. Draw. There might be here. Stone Axe ship. Draw one. Back. Give them back the intercepting. Fetch back the Rex. Logo. Get the ship. Okay, I guess I have to shuffle that back in. I'll put back a Dig Up here now. Just to give me a higher chance of finding that porter because it's still somehow in deck. Oh joy. Yeah, we'll do this now. For Pot of Avarice. Then we'll fire it off immediately. Get 1, 2, 3, 4. Put the Nana back here because we want to get this Jamais Vu off the board here. Okay. Further. Lurker, draw 2. Okay, that's good. Are we putting back double ship here? Oh, that's gonna go in there, okay. 1. Okay, have the ship back. I need to do this 2 more times. I still have, yeah, goes to hand. I still have the porter in deck. I think going for ship here gives me a higher chance of finding something playable off of the top here. Maybe that was wrong. Okay, we're gonna need to get a bit lucky off of this Jamais Vu here. Yeah, maybe I should have used it. I completely forgot I had another Lurker in the deck because of the Nana here. We drove one of the ships here. Actually, that's completely fine. We'll go with this. Trigger. Just come back to ship. And then we'll have to dig up and try to find something here. I am so shocked I haven't found the Potter once yet. Maybe I should have been activating Dig Up more. Like, still very annoying I haven't found the Potter that, but maybe I should have put like both just in case. I don't know. Oh, okay, there's just a surrender. Great. My hand wasn't good here, but it's entirely possible I could have whipped my DOTC here, but I think it's fair to concede here, I guess. It's very annoying. Alright, I'm not really sure exactly what I'm setting in here. I think the Scepters did well that game. But given that they're Gaia, I'm not sure exactly how well it would do in future games. I think I do want Torrential to answer the Battle Ruler though. That's definitely one thing I want. And I wanna at least try the Fortrex deal. I haven't really tried in this though. I'm kind of apprehensive about it because it shuffles away my Femtron to Alligator, but it is better than the Raptor here in this situation because it can shuffle back like Gaia and stuff. I probably do want Vanity here also because that counters the Gaia stuff as well. And I don't really have space for this Avarice statue here. I'll cut one Legend Magician for it. And I'm not really sure whether I would rather... I think because they are Gaia and they have back row removal, and they probably have a lot of it, I'm gonna have a more proactive card in that. And I'll put in Go Cyclone to answer the intercepting. So that's it. Okay. Starting off with Dig Up is pretty nice. Going into the Great Sword, okay. Good stuff from them. Oh, they milled me. Okay, we didn't mill anything good, unfortunately. Oh, they're playing Dark Magician? Okay, that's very copium, but you know what? It is going to pay off on them here. They're going to get to add it back with the Legend Magician. Getting half your rotation for them is also pretty good, given an strike. Or not adding them back. Okay. They probably have something else already. Okay, it's just Gaia. That's fine. I'm wondering would I even go with Dig Up here. I just go Rex, pop a guy. I'll pop that back. Yeah, I think that's better. Just go Jointech Rex and Torrential to pop that back row. Okay, baited out the intercepting, which is pretty good. Don't want to have to deal with that right now. We'll just set and pause. Admittedly, this is a pretty bad position for us because if they have access to the Harvey, they can just pop and deal a lot of damage, but... And also we don't have Femtron rotation. I think that was better than even Dig Up here. Because that Dig Up could have potentially put us in an even more vulnerable position. I don't know. Maybe it was wrong to side out the Scat here just because of that. Oh, they didn't even go for our Harvey here. Okay. Going to add back the Dark Magician here with this. They're on Stellar, interesting. There's a lot of back row hate that I have. Not gonna matter for this matchup, but hey, it exists. Yep. Also, removing the Dig Up from us is also very bad for us. We just don't actually have anything good to back right now. But it is good to bank here for later. So hopefully it pays off. But this is looking pretty bleak overall. Okay. There's another one here. Are they just popping you out of the back row? Okay, sure. Yep. Okay, that's fair. Since Cat for them helped in this specific situation, I'm taking a lot of damage here though. Also, the back row, the board is completely full here. If you don't have like a veteran curse, then they're not gonna be able to kill me on next turn. And well, even if they have that, they are 100 short. So if I just draw Lurker instead, I should be fine. But that didn't happen, so okay, sure. Yeah, let's just Avarice here and see what happens. Pretty dire looking situation. Having to shuffle back the Rex and Porter back here suck as well. Okay. At least, you know what, I'll take it. At least it's 3 monsters that I can set and hope for the best list. That's great. Go ahead. Just gotta pray here. You need like a killer or something for us to... Even if they have a killer, it's not lethal, so like, it should be fine. That summon's fine. Can't even fuse with it right now. I'll be a little greedy with this. If only those Catties then. Yep, I'll go down to 200. Not a great life total yet, but I'm at 200 now. At least it's not 0. It's all okay. And also I have the Femtron rotation also. Hopefully it'll pop off, we'll see. We'll probably have to like wipe the board at some point though with the Torrential. Just so that I can make sure the Keeler doesn't kill me on the crackback. Okay, we'll start with the Peacock here. And draw some cards. No, we'll just make sure that it doesn't interrupt me later. Bear statue to my brew, okay. We can use the Jamais here, put back some cards and draw. Okay. Draw 2, no 2, okay. Ooh, that's a good no. Oh, I don't have to make Potting Grave anymore, actually, never mind. Do I have Rex? I have Rex, I just milled it, okay. Let's go for the Leo here to give them back the intercepting. Fetch the Rex right back. Full ship, discarding the Rex here to draw. That ain't fantastic here, unfortunately. Tribute for Lurker. Pop the intercepting. Down to the hand, and we'll go Jamais Vu here to draw a card. And then we might need to ship for the other Lurker as well, we'll see. Okay, we'll go ship. Discard the Lurker. And draw. Ooh. Okay. Is this where I wipe the board here? I think it is. Yeah, let's go with it now. We'll Torrential here to send everything away. And then we'll Porter here to draw some cards. You want to put back here. Jamais Vu, Leo, Peacock, Jamais Vu, and Jamais Vu. I think I want the other Peacock here to send the Porter away. And here we can shuffle back their 2 Gaias here, I think might be good. Yeah. Not like fantastic, but it'll do. We can Fortrex here also, we can shuffle back everything else. We can go Dark Magician. And they already lost all the strikes, so it doesn't matter whether I shuffle them back or not. And doing that also cuts me off of my own Femtron, which isn't great either, I think. Man, yeah, that's kind of tough, huh? Do I need to do it? This question. They already lost all the legend strikes, so I don't think it actually even matters. The only thing that matters is that if they draw Legend Magician, they can add it back, but I don't think it really does anything anyway. So yeah, I won't do it. I won't do anything with it. Do I even stone? I might even stone X and discard it and add the Avarice back to just set it again. Sure, I think that's fine. Not like the Duel Cyclone actually does much here anyway. If they draw Harvey, the last remaining Harvey in the deck, then they draw it, I guess. Yeah. Oh, maybe I should have done it just to shut off Secret Auto. That might have been better. There's the Dark Magician, Legend Magician to add the Dark Magician rather. Okay, let's see what can you do with that. I swear if I lose to like Dark Magician, it could Grace or something. That sucks. It's just that they decided they wanted to set the Degenerate heal. Doesn't seem correct. There's no reason to say anything here. You're gonna make me work harder for it? Yep. Okay. And the game starts now. Leo effect. Give them intercepting. Fetch. Rex. Lurker. Pop the back row. Quickly check my grave for level 7. I have one Lurker in there, but I'll go for the Peacock first to further deck in. Let's go for the Dig Up. Sending one of these Rexes. Check the top here. We'll add the ship here, and then I don't really want either of those, so I'll just send those away. And the Stone X is currently engraved. We'll go for the ship here to discard the Rex. To make our deck just a little bit smaller here. Go for the Jamais Vu, activate the effect. Put these in, then draw one. Quickly checking if we have any Leos in rotation. Still one, there's one left. In that case, I want to try to see if I can draw into it first. So we'll ship to discard the Lurker and draw 2. No, we didn't find it. Okay, so we'll port now. Put back that was one back here. Porter, Jamais Vu, Attron. Now we can draw the card. Go for the Nana here. Put back the Lurker and then draw 2 more. I want to add one here, but it's not take a while. We'll definitely go Stone X here. We don't need to sand these anymore, I don't think. We don't need to Duel Cyclone. Add the Pot of Avarice back. Then we use the Jamais Vu to shuffle that back. Stone X ship, draw 1. Leo. Give them back the intercepting. And it's really a race against time here. We need to beat the clock. I mean, do this thing a lot of times to do it effectively here. Not a good one, not a good one. I want to Attron first, I think. Yeah, I want to Attron first to get some cards out of my deck. And then we'll go for the Pot of Avarice here. It's a good draw. Okay, now we pot. Have to pot with 2 cards in deck. That. Put back a Nana. I guess that. Attron Nana. 2. Ship. Discard Rex. Maybe we should have done that before we, after we shuffled the next deck with. Jamais would hopefully find it again. And that give it back to them. We might be able to do this if I do this fast enough. That's gonna be really quick though. It's not really a good way to speed this up. We need to do this as fast as possible. Or maybe the win con is actually they rage quit and they leave the table and their timer runs out. Maybe that's a good win con also. But yeah, otherwise we add that back, we'll Lurker, we'd go down to 3 cards, and then we Jamais Vu, and then we probably go for the Nana there to see what else we can dig out. And then we can go Jamais Vu again and then go for the... Oh no, you go for the Attron first to go to 1 card, Jamais Vu to draw another card, and then use Potter so it can be lowest amount of cards possible while still activating everything maximum efficiency to hopefully find a Leo again, and then you do that enough times and then eventually you should be able to get Leo there. Maybe we include it with the pop one so we'll be able to like sweep the board and then attack it for Leo is running out of time, but that's like a kind of defeatist kind of a plan given the main game plan does technically win the game theoretically without that kind of thing. But yeah, I think he just left the table. Great, this is a very fun deck for fun video games, right? Yeah, this is very fun. This is what you do when you want to enjoy yourself. This is the type of gameplay that really gets your heart rate going, you know? Just like really enjoyable and fun gameplay that everyone can enjoy, and not just solitaire. It is definitely a 2-player game where there are 2 players at the table playing cards. Okay, they responded. Okay, let's actually continue now. Rex. Maybe their win con was to assume I also left the table. Yeah. Lurker pop. Attron first. Draw a card. Okay, we found legit did that, that's pretty good. Probably should have still next to get back the thing back already, but I think this is fine. Let me do it that way. Alright, so next. We'll go for Lurker. I want to keep one of those, so I'm gonna discard the Peacock here to add back the Avarice. And then we'll draw my Vu here. Stone X and Dig Up. Got 1. Leo here, very excellent. And maybe time out this one. After I add back that, we call Avarice again. Shuffle everything back, and then we can shift to draw everything else from that we just shuffled back, and then we just keep going. Yep, okay. GG. Great game, very fun game, excellent. Alright, this time we're just gonna talk over a replay that I have. This is against Wonder Fusion, and it's important to replay the show because, well, it's against the best deck in the format. So we started with the Femtron in hand already, which is pretty nice. Drawing the Rex at the top is okay. That means that we can fire off the Raptors here and just set over them so that we don't take much damage. We'll fire off the Raptor here, and we don't learn much from that mill. Obviously, we know that we possibly replayed it on Wonder, but from that mill, we didn't really see anything outside of the fact that they have Legend Strike, so we just go for the another Raptor to just see more. And that's where we find an Esser here. That would have been disastrous if they drew it, but they did not, and we still technically don't have much, but they are probably on Wonder now that we have seen Legend Strike and Esser, and normally you don't really play Esser main deck unless you really like that milling that it provides you. Now, we also milled Pot of Avarice, which is good, but we also milled the Cylinder, which is not good. Like, both good and bad mills, but otherwise we're just gonna tribute set everything and pass back. If they have Harvey, they punish us, but they don't, so they're just gonna go Legend Magician here to check the top cards on the deck.
and send a Dragon, so that's pretty nice if it actually mattered in this matchup. You can normal summon the Magician, activate the effect of mill 1, and then go for the Legend Strike, summoning the Avarice statue here. They probably should have reborn Dragons first, actually. Probably could have put on a lot more pressure on us, but as it stands, they just go to battle phase, swing over the Rex, and toss back to us, thinking that the Avarice statue will stop us, but we don't care about the Avarice statue at all. We'll go for the Tribute Summon of Lurker here to destroy that reborn, a huge punish for them here. And we go for the Attron here to see what else we draw off the top. And okay, so we'll have to go for the ship here, deciding Lurker here and draw 2. Then go for the Jamais Vu and shuffle 2 spells back into the deck and draw 1. Go for the Peacock here to draw 2 and mill 2 again. And go for the Jointech Rex to mill 2 from both parties here. We don't mill any of the fusion material, which is good. That means we can just go for the Peacock here and draw 2 mill 2 again. Now go for the Progress Portal here. We'll just activate it because we just happen to have everything already, so we get to draw 2 off of this, which doesn't draw us anything particularly fantastic, but it is still okay. We'll use ship here to discard the Rex here and draw 2, and then when we find another Peacock, which is very nice here, we'll get to draw 2 mill 2 again. Go for the Legend Magician here, just decked in, or attempt to, but we don't really want to send any of those, so we'll just keep those in deck. Then we'll go for the Jointech Leo here to give them back their back row here, add back the Rex here, which will probably discard for the ship. Go for the Lurker, activate Lurker's effect to destroy that Legend Strike that we gave them. Go for the Legend Magician again, see if you can deck in again, and we don't really want to be drawing into the Peacocks now, so we'll just send one of those to the grave. Then we'll go for the Jointech Leo here to give them back the Strike and back the Rex, and here we choose to go for the Rex now. And this is important because it allows us to shuffle our cards back into our deck, which our deck was looking pretty empty, and we've already lost a lot of our very key pieces here. So we're going to use Jointech Rex to shuffle back our good cards here, popping the Legend Strike and tributing over it for the Type Attack Alligator here to prevent us from having a level 7 higher on board, so that it can 7 against us. We'll set the Scat Thieves and then go to battle to go to the Magician and pass back with the Barrier Statue on board, so they do need to tribute over it if they want to use Wonder Fusion here. They go for the Legend Magician here and they check the top 3 and then find a Roadstar here. That's pretty nice if they had Wonder Fusion rotation. Then they go for the Raiza here, activate the effect, spin the Alligator, which means Scat Thieves offline. And now they just go directly for 24 and pass back to us. They choose not to set the Grey Spears here because they don't want to play into Lurker, but if I would probably have spent at least one of them on the Legend Magician so they can get it out of hand here. Because that is not a particularly good hand to end on. You're probably going to be breaking off of that. Though if you do find Wonder Fusion on the top at some point, you can like go into Paladin and like double Grey Spear, which would be pretty nice, but that's optimistic with only 2 cards that you're going to enjoy next turn if you live here, which, spoiler alert, they do not live here. We'll draw for turn, go for Jamais Vu, activate the effect, and get back the Stonex and the ship, draw 1, go for the Progress Portal here and shuffle some of our cards back and draw 2, go for the ship, discarding the Lurker, and we find 2 Leos, which is very strong here, which means that we can completely empty our board here. So we go for the first Leo, adding back the Rex, tributing for Lurker, activating Lurker to blow up the back row, and then going for the other Leo here to reset that back row and add back the second Jointech Rex in grave, and go for Lurker again, and now our board is empty so that we can go for our Attron here to draw 1, and then go for the Jamais Vu and then draw another card by shuffling our Stone Excavation and our 2 ships back and draw 1. 1, go to Dig Up, we'll add the ship here, the other 2 are really fantastic here. We'll go for the ship, discarding the Rex and then draw 2. Then we'll go for the Stone Active, discarding the Alligator and the Femtron and adding Pot of Avarice, and then using Pot of Avarice to cycle our Leos back so that we can keep resending the back row here. We still haven't found it yet, and this is a very important part of the game. We already know what our 5 cards is. I'll just show it here. It's basically all the cards that we put back, minus the Jamais Vu. The Jamais Vu is not something that we put back here. We have put back the Leos, the Nana, and the 1 Porter here. So we have an 80% chance of drawing something off of this ship that will actually matter, because otherwise we're just sitting and passing, which isn't good with how little cards we have on our deck. So we took the risk here. We used ship here to discard only the Attron here and draw 1. We have an 80% chance of finding something, and we do find it. The Leo is a very good one here. Using a Leo to add back the Rex and attributing for Lurker here, and we do need to gamble a little bit again, but every draw in our deck is pretty good here, so I think it's not really that bad anyway. We'll go for the Jamais Vu here, shuffling back the Stonex, not the Stonex actually, the ship and the Pot of Avarice, and the reason why we didn't shuffle back the Stonex here is because we don't have enough cards to discard for it. We could discard the Lurker, but we don't want to discard Lurker, that's a win con, and we don't want to have to go through the trouble just finding it again. So we choose to add back the Pot of Avarice in hopes of drawing into it here, because we do also have the ships that we can also draw into them. Would allow us to get to the Pot of Avarice anyway, and we do go into the ship here to draw 2, and we find the Pot of Avarice. Okay, so we'll go for the Nana now, just to tribute the Lurker, the Jamais Vu into grave, and then draw 2. Oh god, my throat is terrible. Okay, Jamais Vu, this is basically the end of the game here. You go shuffle back our spells here, go for Leo, we'll use that Rex that we add back to this card off of the ship. And there is the last Leo that we need, so we'll use Lurker to blow up that back row, and then go for some flex plays here, it doesn't matter. At this point, we already have lethal. We can go after this, we go for the Leo, and give them back the back row, and then tribute for Lurker, and burn them for the last remaining 800 for lethal. And game 2 here, we decided to try out the Fortrex here. Theoretically, we can shovel back the fusion material, which will be pretty nice. And we also decided to go Cyclone because going second. But we're gonna learn that sometimes you just maybe you just need the extra consistency here. They go for Esther here, which doesn't get them the special summon, but it is a mill 2 and do mill all of the fusion material, which is pretty nice for them. They set the Magician, essay the Great Spear, and pass. We'll fire out the Go Cyclone here and pop that Great Spear here and draw 1. Go for Fortrex and then realize that you need 3 monsters for yourself to shuffle into the deck to activate it, so we just tribute over it and set everything else, keeping the ship in hand because we expected this to be Lurker, but turns out it isn't. So speaking of Lurker, they draw 2 of them here, so they use ship here to discard 1 of them and draw 2. Set the Lurker, flip on the Magician, activate the effect, and then attacking over the Peacock here and passing back to us when we draw. Not great, that's not great. We'll just set and pass here, nothing else we can do. Unfortunately, we did choose to play, not play around Lurker this time, but they have already fought on Lurker here, which is unfortunate. They're going to use the Lurker here to blow one of the back rows, but they don't have the tribute material to actually do it again. But they do have that Raiza to do basically the same thing anyway. And they're spinning our back row here. They go for the Wonder Fusion here, something the Paladin here. They can't go for 7 skills here because we have nothing face up. But they can go for the Paladin to gain a bunch of attack, and they use Great Stone Excavation to add the Great Spear back and equip it onto the Paladin to deal a huge chunk of damage, keeping the Wonder Fusion in hand so that we don't pop it. And then they just pass back to us, and if we don't draw anything, then we are dead. This is not a good hand. We'll use the Stone Axe here to get the ship back to draw 1 card. Nope, okay. Next game. That was a clear demonstration of what happens if you don't draw Femtron. Maybe things will go smoother in this 3rd and final game. Well, we did side into the Raptor again because we just felt like the Fortrex is just too clunky to use. And drawing to, yes, we did side into the Cat-trois here just as the mill 3. We didn't want to keep Scatties here because they have Lurker, so we chose the one that we can theoretically activate immediately if we get the chance to. We've got a Raptor here in mill 2, milling 2 Lurkers for them. That feels pretty nice, so they may not be able to destroy the Cat-trois here to get activated next turn. Little do I know that they have 2 Echoes, right? We're gonna tribute set the Lurker here and set everything else to pass back, and here they go for the Echo using Axis Spec to mill 3rd Lurker, great. They use Lurker's effective to destroy our Cat-trois, and then go for the normal Amazing Dealer thing here. They can activate it, I think, but they already have too many monsters in grave, so they just tribute over it. And then normal, the Raiza here spinning our Lurker back to the top of the deck, and then getting for 2400 here, which is pretty annoying. And we still don't have the Femtron rotation also, so might go south here. Going for the Jamais Vu here, shuffling back our ship and Cat-trois and drawing 1 draw. And the Progress Portal here, that's interesting. We might use that to just draw 1 because we already have 1 of the Progress Portals in grave. Use Raptor to set up a grave further. Still no Femtron, unfortunately. We'll just set the Lurker here and then almost on the portal and try to draw a card. Maybe you can find something off the top. Nope, okay, we'll just tribute set and pass. Hopefully they don't find Harvey or something. They didn't. Okay, but they did find a Magician here, which they are going to use to attack over the Lurker here, and also use that Severance here to, I guess, send the Dragons. That's pretty good. And they're also going for the Great Spear here, which normally you'd keep this for the fusion material, but because this matchup is very slow, you just want to show that it's possible. So Great Spear, just what feels it now is, it's potentially a game-winning decision for them. They also get to set the Torrential here and go into battle and just go in. Choosing to clear the Lurker here because otherwise I just use the Lurker to kill the Great Spear here, and attacking over our monster and coming back. And we draw. Still no Femtron. Okay. Nana here, we'll see if I can find something off of that. Attron, maybe I can find Femtron. Oh, there it is. It's on the Femtron, so but we still don't have any of our spawns to cycle cards here, so we'll just go for the Jamais Vu here. And then maybe draw 1 card here. Okay, we drew it another Cat-trois, that's great. We'll fire it off here, no 3 more. Okay, that's just extend. Legend Magician for Monarch then. Sending the Raptor here is pretty good. Go for the Rex here, and we destroy their face down here because we're going to just walk over the Magician anyway, and they choose not to activate Torrential here because then they lose their Lurker, which I think makes sense. But it might have cost them the game, who knows. We do get the tribute from the Vanity here, and a very fun card here. Setting the very statue going to battle swing over the Magician, and if they don't draw a tribute monster, we can run away with this. Oh wow, they really didn't. Okay, they'll just use Severance here and check the top 3, sending a Magician, set everything else, go to battle and choose not to swing. I assume so that in case I draw Peacock all the time, I don't just immediately get to go off. But they should have just shifted it to defense in that case. We draw here. Not anything particularly fantastic. We'll use the Dig Up to spend the Raptor here and then check off 3 and find Leo is pretty good here. That means we can use the Leo's effect to give them back the Fortrex here and the Rex back. And basically do the same thing as last time, except we'll also use the Cat-trois here, level 3, to get a better look at what we want to shuffle back with this Jointech Rex here. So we get to shuffle back all our good cards here. Hopping and Unknown here, we find the Wonder Fusion, that's pretty nice. We set over it to make sure that 7 gives you 9 if they like somehow go into like Aquila plus Wonder Fusion, that'd be pretty bad. So we distribute over it as a result. Go to battle facing on the 7th and pass back, keeping the Fortrex in hand, because we know that they have Lurker at this point. And they draw into a Magician, so they can finally actually beat over that Vanity. They get to mill 2 off the Astral Hill, go for the Magician, mill 1, normal sum of Degenerate also just to beat over our entire board and pass back. And if we don't win here, with chances are we are probably losing the game here. So let's see what we find. That's pretty good. We can choose something the Peacock here and draw to mill 2, and go for that for the Avarice here. Shuffling back our very good card here. And draw 2. Go for that Jamais Vu here to cycle some ships back and draw 1. Go for the Peacock here, draw 2, mill 2. Attron, draw 1. Go for that ship here, discarding the Lurker, draw 2. Jamais Vu here, shuffling back the ship and the ship here, draw 2. Go for the Nana here, and we got 2 off the top to draw 2. Then normal summon the Jamais Vu, and then also activate the Excavation, discarding the Torrential, and the Cat probably don't need those anymore, we can just have like a front of Avarice here. And also shuffle back the full Excavation of the Jamais Vu alongside a ship as well, and then draw 1. Go for Raptor here just to mill to it as expected. And then go for the Lurker here using Lurker's effect to blow up a back row, and that is one more unknown to go, and then we should have complete knowledge of what they are able to do here. We use Fortrex to draw 2, go for the Jamais Vu here, shuffle back some cards, and then draw 1, go for the Leo, activate the, and you know the drill, we're doing the same thing again. Lurker effect will get rid of last unknown, and now we can proceed completely unimpeded with full knowledge of what they have. Go for that ship, go for the Attron, go for that ship again, discard, and go for the Jamais Vu here to shuffle back and draw 1. And then go for the Leo here to add back the Rex, and then we can go for the Jamais Vu here, and then we can go for Excavation to add back the Font of Avarice here, and then use Jamais Vu to shuffle back 2 cards here. And then of course, there's exactly 2 cards in deck, which allows us to actually activate the Font of Avarice here, shuffling our very good cards here into the deck, and then drawing 2 cards. Going for the Leo here, and that is enough back row for us to win the game now, so we can basically just need to activate Lurker 3 times. So we use Lurker here to blow the back row, use the ship to for the Rex draw 2, go for the Attron to draw 1, go for the Jamais Vu here to draw again. And let's say go for the Fortrex Portal down, just shuffle, draw 2. And yep, that's enough to go for the Lurker here, blow up the back row. And now we just need to do this one more time. Attron, I guess we're flexing now, we're just using Attron here to draw 1, and we do draw into Jamais Vu and keep going, I guess. Drawing 1 more card, and then we go for the Leo here, and we're choosing not to be a many more, we're still for the Lurker here, activating Lurker's effect, and deal the last remaining 1000 damage for lethal. And we are back with the summary. Now, what do I think of it? It's okay. I know the gameplay made it seem like the most busted deck of all time. Unless I forgot what the gameplay. This is a couple days after I recorded those testing. Maybe that was wrong. But whatever case, this deck may look insane, but it's really not. It is definitely very counterable, and there are a lot of things wrong with it, but there are also things right about it, and we'll be going over the pros and cons of playing this deck. Starting with the positives. Firstly, it's a type of combo deck where you can theoretically play through everything. Lurker is an insane card that deals with the key pieces of interaction that your opponent may have. It deals with things like traditional ties, woodworking, the prison island as well, and you can sequence your plays in a way where certain potential silver bullets against your deck might not even matter, which allows this deck to have this kind of interesting skill expression with like your sequencing of your plays, but mostly it's abusing Lurker and over again to make sure that you can do your plays unimpeded, which is the main skill with doing like the opening part of the deck. Secondly, it is pretty fun to play if you enjoy these types of combo decks. It's definitely not going to be for everyone. But I personally enjoy combo decks like these where
it can definitely look complicated from outside look, but once you like get into it, once you understand what you're doing, it can definitely be very fun to play. Maybe not for your opponent to watch you assemble Exodia, basically, but I think it's a very fun deck. And it does waste a lot of time, which to some might be a positive. Maybe you're just evil and you just want to waste time. If you want to do that, this might be the deck for you. But otherwise, you're probably better off playing something else. Also, drawing a bunch of cards is like really fun. I think it's just like, how do you put it? Like it's kind of exhilarating to draw your entire deck. You know, that it's that kind of thing. But moving on to the negatives. One, there are still some silver bullets against this deck that are not necessarily easy to play around. Yes, you can use Lurker to destroy things like Prison Island or traditional attacks that would otherwise impede your draw combo. But in those situations, or specifically in like situations where you have to hit a blind macro, you might not hit the correct one, and you might still get hit by cards like traditional attacks or even a Musi annoyance. That just like boils down to luck. Unfortunately, you can't. There isn't really a guaranteed way to just play through that. That's why we do have the Ghost Cyclones in the side deck to try to minimize that as much as possible. But sometimes you will just get unlucky, and sometimes you will just hit the wrong card. But I think that's a very key card that this deck absolutely cannot play around. That is All-Seeing Harvey. Now, All-Seeing Harvey is a very good card, and you'll see it in quite a few decks, namely in decks like Wonder, where they have a lot of space for non-engine. But Harvey is just a very strong card against Lurker, and some Wonder lists have cut down on Lurker even to make sure that they don't play into Harvey. This deck cannot do that. This deck has Phase 3 Lurker because it is the main win con, and if you don't have Lurker, somehow you are going to be struggling a lot. There are ways you can maybe dance around Harvey by like setting Jointech Rex instead of Lurker and trying to keep it in hand and stuff. But Lurker is still like the premier defensive card in this deck. So having a card that just basically neutralizes that is kind of annoying. Yes, in certain situations it will activate your Scat and that might matter, but like it still removes your Lurker off the board for like a very low cost, which is I think a very key issue with this deck. If Harvey went around, I think I'd be more confident playing this deck. But with Harvey in the format, it is a lot harder to bring a deck where that sole game plan is severely affected by Harvey's existence. The third con, it takes a while. Now, I know I literally said that might be a positive for some people, but I think it's, for most people, I think you don't want to be playing a deck that takes like 10-15 minutes to do a single turn. Like, that is an amount of time that a single match, like a single best of 3 match could conclude in. Here, you are spending the same amount of time to do a single turn of a single game, which may not be very appealing to some. Also, this doesn't matter for online play, but if you're playing in a physical official event, you're gonna have to play against time rules. Events have to like progress at a reasonable pace. This deck doesn't allow that to happen, and you might not be able to execute your combo fast enough for the time rules to stay within the time. And in that case, depending on how quickly you will push in the early game, you might not have a chance of winning even if you assemble your combo, which is a very silly way, very silly kind of negative. But it is a theoretical negative. It doesn't matter if you're playing online though. Although it is a different problem of playing against the Edo Pro Timer in this case. And that is a variable set by whoever hosted the room. So if you're the one hosting the room, you can set it to an infinite timer and not care about that at all. But if it's someone else and they want to set it to like 180 seconds or 240 seconds, then it becomes something that is that you need to practice. This is a skill that you need to learn, basically. Oh, and also, it doesn't do very well to aggro. Yes, we have some defensive tools, but if your opponent high rolls and they go like Pure Glass Dragons or something along those lines, you also die anyway. I mean, that's a spot that a lot of decks die to, but like, this is a deck that doesn't have a lot of ways of just of affecting the board, which is why we're on the Alligator in the first place, but it is still a problem that this deck has to address when it gets to that situation. But anyway, that's it for the deck. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. If you enjoyed this type of video, like, comment, again, subscribe, do cool YouTube stuff. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.